Too much of what is called love is fish love, right?
I haven't been talking about the most important thing in this world, the thing that brings people together, the thing that will save us from destruction, misery and decadence, the thing that unites humankind, the thing that everything is about. Love, 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 love. Oh, love! So many songs are written about love, but today I won't be listening to any song. Instead, I will be listening to a rabbi talk about love, but from a different, non-conventional point of view. What is love? Let's discuss.
Love is a word that in our culture has almost lost its meaning. There's a very interesting story about the Rebbe of Kotsk, who came across a young man who was clearly enjoying a dish of fish that he was eating. And he said, young man, why are you eating that fish? And the young man says, because I love fish. He says, oh, you love the fish? That's why you took it out of the water and killed it and boiled it. He said, don't tell me you love the fish. You love yourself.
Unfortunately, this perception, this kind of interpretation of love is normal, it's mainstream, it's exactly how everyone thinks. Whenever I get into a relationship, I think for myself, I love this person because I want to be with that person, but in reality, that person is just fulfilling all my needy and greedy desires. I want someone to attend to my wishes. I want someone to be there when I feel down, when I feel bad, when I want someone to tell me that everything will be alright. So is that a kind of love that we think that we deserve? An egocentric one. Today, love is all about ownership.
And because the fish tastes good to you, therefore, you took it out of the water and killed it and boiled it. So much of what is love, right, is fish love, right? And so, young couple falls in love. Young man and young woman fall in love. What does that mean? That means that he saw in this woman someone who he felt could provide him with all of his physical and emotional needs. And she saw in this man somebody she feels that she can write. That was love. Right? But each one is looking out for their own needs.
Can you say something against it? He's totally right. I love you today because you make me feel good. But tomorrow, when we grow apart from each other, when I don't feel you anymore, when I don't desire you anymore, I don't want to see you. I'm scratching over this chapter that I spent writing with you. And I'm on to next one. So why do you think that we feel this agonizing pain when we are being left, when we are being dumped? We want that person back, but that person don't want you back. It becomes this ego battle, clash of the mind with the reality. The battle between the ego's need to keep that toy and ignoring the reality of not being compatible anymore. A true love is about giving, and you won't start resenting that person just because the feelings aren't there and you are being replaced. And this process takes several stages. First, you think for yourself that you want that person back so badly that you cannot live without that person. But then as time progresses, as time passes, you start to resent that person, thinking that that person made you wrong. And if he, she couldn't see my greatness, my kindness, my compassionate nature, then to hell with them. In this right moment, you are becoming a prisoner of your own mind.
It's not love for the other. The other person becomes a vehicle for my gratification. Too much of what is called love is fish love. Right?
A vehicle for my gratification. When I feel good, this hedonistic dopamine, serotonin-filled emotions is what I ultimately crave. And you just happen to be a perfect fit for the right time, right place, having the right qualities.
An external love is not on what I'm going to get, but what I'm going to give. We had an ethicist, Rabbi Dessler, who said the people make a serious mistake in thinking that you give to those whom you love.
When you only give to those you perceive to be your loved ones, you are acting as embodiment of egocentric nature. And I'm not telling that you should ignore that, because that's the part of biological nature of human beings. I'm telling you that you can be aware of that, because a human consciousness is in a constant growth. We're still very much are dependent on our biological nature, but that will change drastically in future. Not in near one, rather in a distant one. Nevertheless, living in society, in civilization, having those revelations will help you in progressing in life today.
And the real answer is, you love those to whom you give.
So ultimate love is about giving, regardless of the receiver. You give not because you expect some kind of a feedback, but because you are being kind towards yourself first and foremost. You give because you are abundant in everything.
And his point is, if I give something to you, I've invested myself in you, right? And since self-love is a given, everybody loves themselves. Now that part of me has become in you, right? There's part of me in you that I love.
So you see what I'm saying? It's about sharing your completeness with others. When you're giving something, you do it out of love towards life, towards yourself. But I'm not naive. I acknowledge the fact that the person who lacks a lot of internal power won't be able to give in the same manner, because a hungry person is a blinded person.
Right? So true love is a love of giving, not a love of receiving.
True love is acknowledging thy neighbor. And thy neighbor is not only a human being. Needless, unnecessary harming becomes an act of violence towards yourself. Because what you perceive around you is a reflection of yourself. I want you to keep in mind this profound thing. When your so-called love tank is full, giving won't diminish its content. Hossein, out. Love, love, love. Oh, love.